Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Shine your heart a little bit brighter, and on the exhale, hands come down on each side of the foot, and then simply reach that back foot in. 2 feet meet each other, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and release. Bend those knees, root to rise. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do the other side, shall we? Exhale, right foot goes back, shine up that butterfly. Exhale, those fierce warrior 2. Drop those shoulders away from the ears. Next, we go back, straightening in our front leg, feeling that side body stretch. Exhale, release, warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, our elbow goes to our knee, and we're at side angle on the opposite side. Try to roll that shoulder back, just like we did at the beginning of the practice. Our shoulder blade is down on our spine. Our wrist is up and up our hand. Try to shine your heart a little bit brighter. And on the next exhale, hands come to the inside of your feet for a lizard. Maybe turn that toe, big toe out a little bit. It helps protect the knee. Beautiful. And then shine that hand up high to the sky. Shine it a little bit brighter, rolling those shoulders up. Exhale, hands come to each side, and simply step that back foot in. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale. Hands come to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, looking up. We're going to do a few sun salutations. If you're just joining us, you're just in time for our yoga warm-up. Come and join us, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees, root to rise. We've done this before. We're feeling warm in our body. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do our poses again. So exhale, that back foot. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Side angle. Back to peaceful warrior with your knee remains bent. Warrior 2. Straighten that front leg. Reach through. Triangle pose. Shine that heart a little bit brighter. On the next exhale, hands come in between, and we come to our lizard. Hand goes flat to the earth. The next one rises up to the sky. Hands come to each side of our leg, and we simply step our feet right meets left. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bending those knees. Exhale. Opposite side, beautiful. Exhale, high to the sky, warrior 1. Exhale, warrior 2. Beautiful, peaceful warrior. Back to our fierce warriors. Exhale, peaceful, straightening that leg. And then bend that front leg, elbow to knee, side angle. Warrior 2. Straighten that front leg, and then reach like you're shaking my hand. Hand comes to the earth. Right hand is high to the sky. Rotate that shoulder blade back on that spine and shine a little bit brighter. Exhale, hands come to the earth for our lizard. Hand goes flat to the earth. Inhaling, high to the sky. Shining that heart. We're feeling it now. We have open hearts, don't we? Hands to each side of our feet. Simply step. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend those knees. Root to rise. Hands to heart center. Let's just take a moment to regroup here. Press those hands, close those eyes for a moment. If you're just joining us, come to the front. Come and join us. We're going to do our final poses. We're doing some tree poses. Everybody likes it. Ready? So now let's let our hands drift to each side. Roll those shoulders back. Inner body bright, outer body soft. Take a moment. Breathe into the front of your heart. Take a moment to breathe into the back of you heard, remember to do this as you go throughout your week. Let this be your water break exercise. Hands come to heart center. Your triangle pose may be just this, but if it's available, let's take that leg and go to tree. Now, we got to bring our butterflies in here, so let's hook. Send our butterfly high to the sky. Shine your heart a little bit brighter. Maybe you find your wings and fly. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Put your knee in and let it root to the ground. Release those hands, beautiful. Next inhalation, hands come into center. Pop that foot. Coming up to the tree. Again, we might weeble wobble, but we don't fall down. Hook those thumbs. Rising up, beautiful. Find your wings and fly. Maybe look up higher at the sky. Knee comes through center. Release it, shake it out. Okay, we've done this once before. One more time on each side. So let's take our toes in those tennis shoes, spread them wide, roll those shoulders back, inner body bright, outer body soft. Inhale, hands come to heart center. Foot pumps. In and run. Tree pose ever, right? Think how strong you are. And then exhale. Let's do that one again. Okay, so inhale, pop that foot up, bring it up to heart center. Inhale, rise. Beautiful. And then exhale, hands down. Let's do the opposite side. Foot comes in, popping it up. It's back on. Awesome. Rise. Find your wings and fly. Last pose of the day. Make it the best and the brightest. Shine that heart bright. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Knee comes in, shake it out. And then just take a moment. Last time, inhale, look high to the sky. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, bend those knees. Bring all that fresh energy up for today's walk. And we end with heart center. Again, I'm Kelly Spiegel, Girlfriends Guru. Thank you so much for coming to today's class. I am going to post, I have the drone going, so I'm going to post it on my Instagram, Facebook. Go to Girlfriends Guru, sign up on girlfriendsguru.com, and I'm sending free video to everybody who signs up for my newsletter today. So if you want free yoga and meditation videos, sign up and let's keep healthy.
All right, you guys need to come down this way toward my voice. We need everybody down near the stage because we've got Sarah French and Panovich from WCNC NBC 6, and they've got a bunch of great information to tell you guys. So we need you guys to come down this way. Everybody down this way, please.
I was impressed with Sir Purr doing yoga. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was amazing.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Sarah French. I'm the evening anchor for your local NBC station. And who is a Brad Panovich? I know you guys all love Brad Panovich.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah. That's a great introduction. Yeah, I'm Brad Panovich, Chief Meteorologist at NBC Charlotte. What about this weather this morning? This is amazing. You know, when the weather's bad, I don't show up to these things. That's why I always tell people, you gotta be careful. So I don't like to show up. I want to thank everybody for coming out here to the Heart Walk this year. This is a 25th anniversary of the Greater Charlotte Heart Walk. It's made possible by our presenting sponsor. We got to make sure all our sponsors are taken care of. Crowder Constructors and Life is why sponsors are here. So make sure you give a shout out to all these sponsors. One of our biggest sponsors as well, Novant Health and the Albemarle Foundation. So thank you so much to our sponsors. None of this could happen without the support of our sponsors.
And like Brad said, we are celebrating 25 years. How amazing is that? So incredible. And oh, Sir Purr too?
Oh my gosh.
Is 25? Well, should we sing happy birthday? Oh, I love your shoes.
Look at those shoes.
So we are so excited because of you. We are truly making a difference in our community. And thanks to your generosity and fundraising efforts over the last 25 years, more than $20 million has gone toward cardiovascular research, advocacy, and educational outreach offered right here in Charlotte. Funding and education that has saved the lives of our coworkers and so many of our loved ones. So today's Heart Walk top-level company sponsors include Aetna, AIG, Albemarle Foundation, Atrium Health, Compass Group, Crowder Constructors, CTE, Domtar, Grant Thornton, Ingersoll Rand, Novant Health, Nucor, Piedmont Natural Gas, Sealed Air, SunTrust, and Willis Towers Watson. So thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you to all those sponsors. A round of applause for them.
Yeah. All right, so the Greater Charlotte Heart Walk is the cornerstone event of Healthy for Good, which is a movement designed to rally millions of Americans to live healthier lives, inspire a lasting change, and unify people around the simple idea that making a small change today can create a difference for generations to come.
Yeah, and can you believe that, whoa, that was a good feedback there. Can you believe it's been 25 years? We talked about that earlier. What were you doing 25 years ago? Sir Purr was just arriving here in the Queen City. The Panthers, had just arrived.
I think I was watching Saved by the Bell. That's what I was concerned about.
I got to think about the weather because, that was 5 years before Hugo hit, 30 years ago this weekend. So it's amazing to think about what happened 25 years ago. And thank goodness the American Heart Association was already advancing the quality of our heart and stroke care at our local hospitals. And we do have some amazing local hospitals here. Advocate for important tobacco-free zones, by creating healthier environment in the workplace, restaurants, schools, and in our community. They were also establishing blood pressure and CPR guidelines. And if you haven't seen the CPR booth, it's right over here. Might want to go over there and refresh your CPR training. And improving the overall quality of our foods and important health labels and nutritional requirements. So amazing what has happened in just 25 years.
So that brings us to another AHA recommendation on physical activity that has been adopted throughout the world to improve our health. That's exercising 150 minutes a week. So important. And did you know that heart walking is an exercise that raises your heart rate, boosts your energy, your strength, your mood? With regular physical activity, you can fend off serious health issues like obesity, high blood pressure, poor cholesterol, and bone loss. As a matter of fact, get this, with every hour of exercise, you add 2 hours to your life expectancy. That's pretty good, right?
Awesome.
So you will see that the goal of the Health Expo area, which is over here, is to promote lots of activities to get your heart pumping. So I'm actually going to head over there to chat with a few people while Brad gives you some more information.
Wait, you're leaving me?
I'm leaving you,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right.
But Sir Purr is going to stay up here if you need any help.
I need some emotional support, Sir Purr. Thank you, Sir Purr.
Thank you, great
You're
job.
so eloquent. Thank you, Sarah. Well, Sarah's going to head over to the Expo Center here, or Expo area, I should say, do some interviews. So speaking of that Health Expo area, if you haven't been over there, it's amazing. Now, you should have received a passport to health, which is presented by Grant Thornton when you arrive. Now, if you've not, get to one of our volunteers, our AHA staff. They're in those black t-shirts that say Black 25th Anniversary shirts. They'll assist you in getting a copy of your passport to health for today's event, because after you get that passport stamped in each one of the tents and walking in today's Heart Walk, you can turn in your passport at the finish line and you'll be eligible for a prize. So you want to go around and kind of collect, it's like Pokemon. You want to go around and collect all the stamps, and then at the end of the race, you're going to get a prize. So over the last 25 years, the American Heart Association works tirelessly to make health and wellness a priority for our corporate employers and employees, as well as in our community. Many local and regional companies have adopted the AHA, or Workplace Health Solutions, and the Food and Beverage Toolkit to build a culture of health in their companies, and many of those companies are here today. And speaking of impacting the health of our community, let's see how you guys are doing out there. So I hopefully gave Sarah enough time to get all the way over to our expo area, and she's going to give us an update on the physical activities going on over there in the park. So Sarah, are you over there?
Yes, I am. Oh, it's a lot of feedback. I can
We can hear you.
Good. So I'm here with Matt, and he is a survivor that's walking today. So he's going to introduce himself, tell you about why he's here and why it's so important to come out every year. So Matt, take it away.
Sure, yeah. Matt Leckrone, and had a massive aneurysm about 18 months ago. I have been a part of Charlotte for 9 years, so I've always thought it was important to get and show in the community and to support a great cause, but it's even more personal for what happened 18 months ago. And I've got great friends here supporting me as well, and my Compass family as well. So, and I have my red hat on as a survivor. The folks that survived stroke, you'll see, have a white hat on. And yeah, I think it's just a great day to get together and think about the importance of heart health and what we can do. So much of what we deal with when it comes to cardiovascular disease is preventable just through behavior. So.
You said we'll have capes.
Correct, that's right. The kids all have capes. So you'll see the kids walking around with capes, and you'll see people with the red and white hats. Definitely, give them a smile.
And why is it so important to come out and check these booths over here? There's a kid zone. There's lots of different activities people can come and check out.
Yeah, the expos are great. There's fantastic snacks for one thing, but on top of that, this is where the companies and the sponsors that have helped put this together are set up to try to send their message to the community and to show the community what they're here for.
All right, awesome. I'm going to over to you. I can try to walk in the crowd here, but I can't hear you. Here, I'm going to talk to one more woman. Hi. Will you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Lynn Daly with Bank of America.
Will you tell me why it's important to come out today?
I have an interest because we all have hearts, and then we all have people in our lives that may have been impacted by some type of heart disease.
Are you looking for anyone special today?
Well, I'm here to support, walking in honor of my dad. He died of a heart attack. But yeah, mostly here to support. And then also looking at my future too, and anything that may happen to me, so.
How do you feel to see so many people out here today that have a loved one that's passed away to be here and support each other?
I think it's encouraging. I think it's really, inspiring that everyone is here with a common interest. It's a beautiful Saturday. You couldn't ask for, better weather. So I think it's a lovely time and opportunity for all of us.
But, I can talk to people all day long, but I'm going to send it back over to you and head away.
All right, Sarah, I think we lost you. You were on the very edge of our microphone, basically capabilities, 300 feet-ish. So if you head back this way, Sarah's going to head back towards the stage, and I'm going to pick it up here as we continue the program. So at the American Heart Association events like today's Greater Charlotte Heart Walk, you are helping to raise important funds for many of the nation's leading researchers, some of them located right here in North Carolina. North Carolina universities and medical institutions received more than $18 million in research funding this year alone. So amazing the amount of money that we're raising for this research. These scientists are creating new and improved life-saving technology that decreases the number of deaths caused by heart disease and stroke. For this reason and many more, we are excited to see so many of you are participating in today's Heart Walk. The American Heart Association is also advocating for you and your families at the local, state, and federal levels. Whether it's providing access to healthy foods, helping to bridge the medical coverage gap, or fighting to make PE mandatory in all North Carolina schools. The AHA is on your side, working hard to build a culture of health. Make sure you visit the American Heart Association's Your Cure tent, which is right over there in the expo area, and share your message about this important, the importance of closing the coverage gap with your local legislators, because they are doing a great job advocating for all of us at the state, local, and federal level. Now, as part of your local news team at WCNC NBC Charlotte, we hear about people being affected by heart disease and stroke almost every day. From our local citizens to famous celebrities, athletes, business leaders, we understand the importance of educating as many people as possible about the risk factors that you can do to prevent these things from happening. That's why I am happy to support the American Heart Association and lend my time to this awesome event. As you look around the Heart Walk today, you'll notice a lot of red, white ball caps and special red capes. These are given to walkers who are survivors of heart disease and stroke. So if you see like a child walking around with one of these capes, you know they're a survivor. As a matter of fact, our DJ Patrick, right behind me, there's DJ Patrick. Say good shout. I love his hairstyle. We're kind of the same barber. He's a heart survivor and donated his time and talents today to other heart walks in the region, and he supports the American Heart Association. So give a big shout out to DJ Patrick back here. He's actually got the hardest job up here. You know, Sarah and I are doing the easy stuff. The red capes you see out there are for child survivors or little superheroes who have battled stroke, heart disease, or congenital heart defects and won. Let's give a round of applause to our little heroes, our youngest heart heroes out there. Now I ask everybody to look around at all the red and white capes here, and in the crowd, or the caps I should say, these are the adult survivors. So the kids have the capes on, which are really cool, but the adults have baseball caps on. So they're red and white. They are the adult survivors. Let's take a moment to celebrate each of them and all the other survivors of cardiovascular disease and stroke not here with us today by giving them a roaring round of applause.
So, of course, many of our teams here today have come to support family members, co-workers, and our local survivors. But some of you have come to honor those you've lost. So please remember to pick up a Domtar tribute sticker to wear in memory of your loved ones and friends, and sign the Aetna Honor Wall as well. We have been so inspired by all of the survivors and individuals that are here today who are making heart-healthy decisions to improve their lives. So we all know it takes a lot to make a huge lifestyle change, and each and every one of you is taking that first step in improving your health just by being here today. So the Heart Walk would not be possible without our volunteers and our supporters. So at this time, we would like to introduce the co-chairs of the 2019 Greater Charlotte Heart Walk, Treasurer and Executive Vice President of Wells Fargo, Neil Blindy, and General Manager, Asset Management and Engineering for Piedmont Natural Gas, Marty Petchel. Welcome to the stage.
Come on up, guys.
Thank you so much. All right. Good deal. Thank you, Sarah and Brad. Let me begin by saying that there are many individuals and companies that make the Greater Charlotte Heart Walk possible. It's truly a community celebration for heart health, and we have, there you go. It's truly a community celebration of heart health, and we have all of you to thank for your continued success over the years. I'd like to thank our Life is Why sponsors, Novant Health, Albemarle Foundation, and presenting sponsor, Crowder Constructors. On behalf of the American Heart Association and the Heart Walk, I'd like to thank all the companies that joined to support this important cause. And a special thanks goes to our media partners, Adams Outdoor Advertising, and of course, WCNC NBC6, and today's MCs, Sarah French and Brad Panovich. Oh well.
Thank you, Marty. Co-chairing the Greater Charlotte Heart Walk has been such an honor, but we couldn't have done it without our outstanding executive leadership team. I'd like to invite you up to the stage now. This group has given their time and their talent for this important cause and this significant anniversary milestone. The executive leadership team for the Greater Charlotte Heart Walk includes Ken Bernardo with SunTrust Mortgage, David Dean with Willis Towers Watson, Eric Foster with Lowe's, Lynn Hansen with Crowder Constructors, Matt LaCrone with the Compass Group, Beth Lewis with Bank of America, Donovan Marks with Nucor, Jan Martin with Domtar, Kathy McDonald with Ortho Carolina, Benny Yergin with Mercer, Zach Taylor with Ernst & Young, and John Williams with Domtar. And of course, a special thanks to our Heart Walk co-chair, Marty Petchel, for leading this group and supporting this campaign throughout the year. You all did an absolutely amazing job. You continue to make a difference in your companies and in your community. Companies that have year-round involvement with the American Heart Association have seen a direct link between participation and increased health and happiness. To engage our community even more effectively, the American Heart Association has developed the Heart Challenge. The Heart Challenge delivers a holistic approach to engage all employees through a customizable suite of initiatives. It features 4 unique programs: the Fit Challenge, Field Day, Cycle Nation, and of course the Heart Walk. At this time, we'd like to announce the 2020 Heart Challenge Chairman will be Ken Haynes, the Chief Operating Officer of Atrium Health. Ken will be an outstanding addition to our American Heart Association leadership team and is the perfect person to kick off the next 25 years of this important event in Charlotte. Welcome, Ken.
Awesome. Thank you, Neil and Marty. Such an honor for me to have the opportunity to blaze this trail of taking all the things that we're learning and doing throughout America to our streets and our communities to make us more healthy every day. So it's a pleasure to be here. I want to call out my Atrium crowd. Thank you for being here. A beautiful day, looking around at all the people that are giving of themselves. It's a great day to be with you all. And the Lord has blessed us with a beautiful day to do this. And so next year we hope for the same. Hopefully Brad can pull that off again next year. No pressure. You know, the Heart Association is continuing to make evolutions toward a community transformation model. And what that means is basically we're trying to figure out how, for people that live in Mecklenburg County, many times their heart is determined and their health is determined by their zip code. And the American Heart Association is making a concerted effort to advocate for safe streets and areas for physical activity, to better the access to healthy foods at our schools and our neighborhoods, and to ensure quality, affordable care in this unserved area. To address the more immediate needs of our friends and our neighbors, we're working in areas of blood pressure management, hands-on CPR training, and community heart health education. All these things will continue to make a great city like Charlotte healthier every day. We know the heart disease is 80% preventable, and we're going to continue to pursue in preventing this terrible disease. Thank you for coming out and making it happen today.
Thank you so much. All right, so far we have talked about the Heart Walk supporters, survivors, volunteers, even those in our community who are changing their lives in order to beat, treat, and defeat heart disease and stroke. The ones we haven't talked about are all those family members, friends, neighbors, and coworkers who have lost their lives to heart disease and stroke. So in memory of those who have lost their lives to cardiovascular disease and stroke, please join us in a moment of silence followed by our national anthem sung by Maggie Hamilton. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the red the land of the free and the home of the brave. Yeah, how incredible was she? Great job, Maggie.
That was incredible.
I know. I'm
Gathered
inspired.
myself. Yeah, really, that was amazing. Okay, at this time, we want to recognize our top walkers. These individuals that have raised more than $1,000 for the Heart Walk and helped lead some of our largest corporate and community teams. Let's take a minute to give a huge shout out and a round of applause for their efforts. We'd also like to take this time to recognize our Core Vital Society members. These generous individuals are part of a special giving society for the American Heart Association, and let's thank them for their generosity. Let's give them a round of applause. And last but not least, we'd like to thank our Greater Charlotte Board of Directors, many of whom are here with us today, for their leadership, commitment, and everything they do for this great cause. Our top walkers, Corporate Vital, our board members are all wearing special stickers today. So take a minute to thank them personally when you see them for their ongoing commitment to the work of the American Heart Association. And finally, we'd like to thank and recognize our top corporate fundraisers. Thank you for everything you've done to help with this year's Heart Walk goal. We know many of you have just kicked off your efforts, and there's still plenty of time to move up the leaderboard. But we have 3 top company fundraisers already to this date, and then we've got to recognize them. Please give me a round of applause, and we're going to announce them here. Do we actually have them? We got the banner? Oh, just first place, okay. First place, and we got some little helpers up here on the stage. I'm gonna have to go up here. Okay, we'll have to do a little drum roll. All right, here we go. Our top fundraiser, I'm gonna jump down here. All right, Piedmont Natural Gas, $300,000 plus company. See, I moved, I got in trouble. Good job, guys. So you see that banner right here, it's over right in this area. Oh, there we go. Yes, great job. Okay, I want to thank all these companies and all the other companies who supported this. And remember, they're still doing fundraising even after today's Heart Walk. There's still going to be a lot of campaigns going on in a lot of these corporate offices up here. And it's going to go through October 31st. So just don't stop giving today. If you haven't got the chance to support, you can always do that through the end of October, which is still, seems like a long ways away.
I know, right? I love October. All right, we're going to ask you guys, come forward. Don't be scared to walk by our photographer, Mike Hansen. We're going to have a little warm-up, but a few instructions before we begin. Please note that our walk route will be blocked off for traffic. There will be a lead police car, so please stay behind this car to ensure your safety. Yeah, walk forward, you guys.
If you see Chubby up here, he's kind of luring you, and Chubby is going to direct you down.
Yes, come on down.
And if you go by Mike, you're going to get your CV at some point. So come down this way towards the stage, because you got to warm up. If you're not warmed up yet, we're going to do a brief warm up down here.
Okay, so we know it's important to stay hydrated. There is water along the 3-mile route. For those of you walking the 1 mile, please line up at the back of the crowd and let the others start before you. 1 mile walkers will turn around at Kings Drive and 7th Street. Everyone else is going to continue down 7th Street. Of course, there'll be people out there directing you as well. So, is everyone ready to walk toward the stage for a super fun warm-up? I know y'all can be louder than that. Come on. Okay, so I have an amazing local fitness expert, YouTube sensation. As a college athlete and personal fitness trainer, she had a dream of offering free workout videos to everyone every day in order to improve our community's overall health without barriers of cost. To transform transportation, or even ability level. The Sydney squad has now grown to more than 150,000 subscribers with daily viewers from all over the world, guys. So I know you want to come up to the stage for her workout. This is pretty awesome that she's here. Please give a warm welcome to Sydney Cummings.
All right, are we good? All right, I need everyone from the green tent forward. Step up here. We got to get our eyes moving today before we start off on this walk. Whether you're here to honor someone that's here, to honor yourself, or someone that's gone before us, I need you guys to give me your all in this warm-up, okay? Every level, all ages. So you guys come on up forward. We're just going to get started moving.
If you guys can hear my, turn me up. If you guys can hear my voice, come this direction. We need everybody in those green shirts. Over to my left, everybody in those red shirts and the blue shirts and the purple shirts and any other shirt you're wearing, come this direction to get warmed up. Please come down here because we need you guys getting warmed up. We got some last minute instructions that if you're on the other end of the start finish line, you're going to miss and be lost in Uptown, and that's not going to be good for your 3-mile walk. It might be like 6 miles. So make sure you come this direction.
All right, grab someone, step up forward to this stage. If you can see my waving hands, I want to work out with you for about 5 minutes. All ages, all levels of fitness. You guys ready? Yeah? All right, I want you to get a little bit of room right beside of you. Okay, good. We're going to start with just some simple butt kicks. Right? Single leg right here, okay? Let's get your arms moving backwards as you kick and kick. There we go. Good, you're gonna feel this stretching out the front of your legs, the quads here, okay? We need these quads to push us up these inclines through the Charlotte, Uptown area, right? There we go. All right, now let's bring that knee to the front, nice and high, up front. There we go. Good. If you guys see people moving, come on, step forward. You can still join us. There we go, good. All right, arm swings, over. Good, step it out. Oh, you look good, guys. Good.
This is our life and we living it well. Late nights in the city.
Perfect. What a beautiful day, right? To come out here and move. Yes, good. There we go. Keep on coming up. Hands overhead. Let's go. Reach. Yeah. There we go. Left and left. Good. Good job. Over. 3, 2, 1. Bring it right here. Let's go squat. Down, up. There you go. Perfect. A little lower. Touch the ground. Good. All right, let's go jumping jacks. 2, 1. Up and up. There we go. Good. You guys look good. Perfect. All right, give me a big long step backwards. Go reach, up, reach, and up. Reach. There you go. Stretching out your calves, the back of your legs. Good job. Good. You look good. Just get moving. You're doing good. Feeling better yet? Feeling ready? Good job. Let's go 3 more. Ready? 3. We're going back to jumping jacks. In 2.